Welcome back, everybody. Deck Hockey Focus here. Eric Mock, Ryan Shackelford checking in with you guys at the end of our Friday games, which just got done wrapping up here. You can see we're live on site, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We'll be bringing you guys coverage all weekend, so make sure you guys are tuned into deckhockeyfocus.com. We've got the live streams up there. MVP doing a great job, so great thanks to all of those guys. And then also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to us there as well. Shackelford, what a day. I mean,
absolutely.
We've only seen, 5 games so far, and it's already been highlight reel scoring and shutouts and shootouts and the whole
Unreal
9 yards.
Goaltending defense. I mean, honestly, this is the start of this tournament is nothing how I had anticipated.
Yeah. So how did it shake out so far? Let's run through that.
Yeah, we'll pull that up on the screen for you. Let you know that Rebels did take down Arsenal in the first game of the night, as is tradition over Blitzkrieg. Gods over Red Light. The Flyers over Graphics, and just recently, Savages over Warriors in the shootout.
Yep. So we've been on the Garden rink, is the rink here in the background, if you guys can see that. So we've got a great viewpoint of everything that's going on. So just based on what we've seen, I mean, the first game of the night, Rebels taking down Arsenal 2-1, and I guess it probably wasn't the most physical game, but it was
started out that way.
Every 50-50, every corner battle, guys were just sacrificing themselves for every single little chip they could get.
Board play was unreal, intense, and probably pretty punishing for these guys.
Yeah. Well, and I don't remember who player of the game was, but with the big game-winning goal.
Well, absolutely. The game-winning goal here, big name to the tournament that really wasn't released from the Vegas Golden Knights, Malcolm Subban.
Goaltenders are people too, and they can score. I think they started him at defense.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong here. They moved him up to forward, and it seemed pretty darn beneficial.
Yeah,
he was getting her done.
He had that one-timer just coming right through the slot on the power play. Guy fed him right on his stick and just nailed it. It was absolute beauty of a goal.
And honestly, maybe they did edge them out. I guess they deserved the victory, but that game could have gone either way. And I would almost say that for every game that I saw today.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have gone either way. It's a matter of a couple of bounces or a rebound that finds a guy's stick instead of a defender. And, it was out of control.
Yeah.
But then the marquee matchup.
Yeah, well, before we get to that, as is tradition, 2-0 over Blitzkrieg.
Right. That was the game on the other rink.
Yeah, as Mock mentioned, we're hanging out on the Garden rink, so unfortunately we weren't able to see that.
I did see they have fans.
Yeah.
There's people in Blitzkrieg shirts all over the place, so good work.
Yeah, nicely done. But I'm going to say the most anticipated game of the tournament, God's Red Light.
Yeah, I mean, Red Light.
Pittsburgh, Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal coming from the 3-on-3. So originally we were like, okay, there's probably going to be some adjustment period. The style of play is different. The space is different. You know, the way you're setting up your power plays and your penalty kills, which I think we saw that they have a bit of a stylistic difference between a lot of the teams with the ground play and stuff.
Definitely.
But they knocked off the rust almost immediately, and they shoot.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a rocky start in the first period. Red Light did, allowing the Gods to kind of jump on that lead. But I would say at the trail end of the first and coming into the second, the rust was gone.
Yeah.
They were back to themselves. So I think the call out and really what needs to be emphasized with Red Light here is they actually operate as 2 different teams now. Because they're all 3. Yeah, they're all 3-on-3. They've taken a couple years off of 5-on-5. So this is their first game back, full squad. So a little bit of a learning curve. Who's playing defense? How does that match up with the new defensive partner?
Sure.
The forwards, all of that.
And zigging when you should be zagging and stuff like that. So they're figuring it out, though. I mean, that was some of the best hockey that I've seen in I don't know how long.
Yeah, and physical. Guys battling for each other, standing up for their teammates.
Yeah.
Going to town. Like, they're for you.
And I'd like to see the power plays tighten it up. I feel like you're getting a lot of good chances and things like that, but I don't know. I guess I expect a higher power play percentage out of a lot of the teams today.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, staying on the Red Light Gods game, the Red Light power play was actually pretty lethal.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for
hands down best player in the tournament.
I'll let you have it.
I mean, I'll take it away right away. I mean, it seemed 3 times a period he makes a stand on your head, diving, blind, glove save, out of nowhere, completely robbing people. Stole it.
He changed and influenced the moment of that game more times than I can think of.
Well, and it's defeating when you're like, okay, we did everything right. Sweet. Empty basket. Tap her home. Sorry.
Yep, got my glove there. And
Not today.
just to clarify, and I'll say it once again because he deserves it, we're talking about Rethich, the God's goalie.
Yes.
He hands down player of the game, drove that kind of just.
I mean, they've got
I
a
don't
wall.
even
When
know
you
the
got a
word.
wall, when you got a wall behind you, it gives you the momentum to push it forward. Well,
And Red Light had the momentum coming into that second. The Gods were up
Exactly.
on them. The Red Light took that momentum and actually came back and tied that game.
Yeah.
Started the third. But
and once it
again-
was tied, I thought we were going to shoot out right away. I was like, no one's scoring another goal the rest of this game, and boy was I wrong.
First face-off, center ice. Gods win. Steve Gregory goes down, dangles around goalie.
10 seconds from the
Not even.
face-off, just right away.
Just that level of back and forth, and that, I mean, it was God score,
Yeah.
Red Light scores, God score, Red Light score, God score, Red Light goal.
And boy, they were in each other after the plays.
Yeah, it was absolutely.
Holy cow. They let them play too, and I like that.
Yeah, it was absolutely probably one of the best ball hockey games I've seen in a while. We're going to have a lot more of that coming up. But just to round it out here, do want to say that the Barrie Flyers, ballhockey.com Flyers, were 2-0
Showing
over
up.
the graphics.
Showing up over the graphics.
And then the game that just wrapped up here, the Stony Creek Savages going 3-2 in the shootout
a tribal battle.
over
Yeah.
Garden State, over the Warriors. So I don't know if that, I'm not going to necessarily call that an upset. I think it was a well-played game by both.
Yeah.
We've talked before, the Savages are just a very disciplined and well-coached team when it comes to defense.
And they're quick on the dump and chase too.
Yeah.
I saw them outrunning a lot of people. So if the legs carry for them, I think that Sunday play, it's going to benefit the team with the legs. And I think they might have it based on what I saw there, even though they ended up falling.
They did. And that's one literally falling. And I think that's something that we might need to take into consideration tomorrow. Obviously, we're still in spring here, so we're going to have some temperature swings.
Right.
We're going to start out cool in the morning. It's going to get warm in the afternoon. And once we hit the dew point,
Which
and
is what
that's
we saw in these last couple games.
It's getting a little slippery out there. So I don't want to say that the timing of when those games are going to be played are going to have an influence over, but I think it's going to have an influence over the style of play.
Yep.
It's something that the teams are going to have to adjust to and play to. Your early morning or into the mid-morning games, you can run and gun. The heat in the afternoon may be.
Yeah, we'll see what this barn does when it gets hot outside. Maybe it heats up.
Yeah, but these late night games, it's going to be a little slippery. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Tomorrow does bring us our first round of the playoffs, and a ton of games coming up tomorrow. So stay tuned. We've got. I don't even want to talk about the matchups right now because it'll get me too excited.
Yeah,
and we need to get some
there's
saves.
way too much going on, and we're gonna hit the hay here. But stay tuned. We're gonna periodically be bringing you guys updates. Again, MVP has all the live streams going. You can find those links at deckhockeyfocus.com, which should already be your homepage. Shackelford, we're in for a big day tomorrow.
We are, and I'm super excited. I was excited coming into this game. The tournament and the teams did not disappoint.
Not at
They
all.
lived up to the hype of what this was going to be. So I'm super excited for
So
tomorrow.
stay tuned tomorrow. We've got a lot more to come. Club championships.